Hello, welcome to SMT call. Today we are going to solve the day 25 of July Leet Code challenge. So today's problem name is find minimum in rotate sorted array 2. So basically if you read the problem statement, you can see that you will be given one integer array. So but the array will be sorted, but the one condition is here that the array will be sorted, but it might be a rotated sorted array, right? So what is rotated sorted array? You can check this example. I have tried to draw here. So probably this is your sorted array, right? 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the normal sorted array because you know that the first element will be the minimum. In this case, you can directly return the first element. But what is the rotated sorted? Somehow they rotated it for n number of times, and after some rotation, your array is looking like this. And in the this will be your actual input array, okay? And from this array, you need to find the minimum element. So, but the advantage is that the array is still sorted, but we don't know from which location that minimum or the starting point of that sorted array is located right now, okay? So how we can find that? So basically our goal is to find this location, right? From where I can know that from where all the right side of for after this number, all the right side number will be larger, and in the left side all will be minimum kind of thing, right? So how we can do that? So there are a couple of ways to solve this problem. Probably if you try to solve this problem for the first time, what came in your mind is that we can apply linear search of kind of thing. So we can take one minimum variable, and in that variable, and we can compare each and every cell or each and every element of the array and to get the minimum value. But the disadvantage is that you are going to traverse all the element of the array, so that your time complexity will be order n, right? So since the array is already sorted, I know it's rotated, so probably we can optimize the solution. We can apply binary search kind of logic here to improve our time complexity, okay? So yeah, we are going to use binary search only to solve this problem. So at first let me write the code. After that I am going to explain my code, okay? So what I am going to do, since I am going to use binary search, so I need two counters. So I will put one counter here in the starting point, and I will put one counter here in the ending point, okay? So probably let me name it as start, or s will be always 0, and in my end will be always nums dot length minus 1, okay? So since array index is start from 0, after that what I am going to do, I am going to check that my s should be less than equals to e. So my this index, it will not be like that. My j will cross that I and I will cross j, right? So it should be always s less than e, okay? After that what I am going to check, I am going to check nums s less than equals to nums e, okay? So if this condition matches, then I know this is my starting point, right? I am going to return nums s directly, okay? Else what I am going to do, I am going to calculate my mid location, right? So I can directly do like this, e plus s by 2. That will give me a direct mid location. And what I am going to do, I am going to check nums mid is greater than equals to nums start. If it is, so what I am checking here, so suppose in this case this will be a middle number, right? 7 will be a middle number. I am going to check that the starting value, so it will be here, right? Is it greater or less? If it is less, then we can increment the start pointer, right? We can start to look for directly from this location, right? M plus 1. So that I am going to write here. So I am going to update my s as mid plus 1, okay? Else I am going to update my end as mid. The similar binary search logic, right? And once we are done, we are going to return minus 1. If I am not able to find anything, I am going to return 1. But that will not be scenario. We should be able to find our starting point or the minimum number in this while loop itself. But since we need to return something, or we need to write return statement outside the while loop, so I am writing this return minus 1. Let's run our code and check whether it's compiling or not. Yeah, it's compiling, right? Let's submit it also and check. Okay, yeah, so it's failing, right? So there can be some scenario like this also, like 3 1 3. So what happened here? So in the both side, it's rotated only once. The actual array was 1 3 3, but they rotated it like 3 1 3. They rotated it one time, right? So it's become like this. So this kind of edge cases will not be catch in our logic, right? So let's improve our logic to handle this kind of scenario. So what we can do, I can take another while loop, and in that while loop I can check nums I equals to nums, sorry, it should be s, right, e end, and is not equal to e. In that case I am going to increase my s, starting counter. So what we are doing here, we are checking the both value are equal, and both value are equal, and if the both index are not equal, then I am going to increment it, right, to handle this kind of scenario. Okay, so let's try to run our code once again and check whether it's running or not. Yeah, it's running and it's giving me expected answer, and let's submit it also to check that this kind of scenarios are handled or not, the edge cases. Yeah, you can see that the solution is now accepted. So let's discuss, or let's recap what we have done here using this example. So I start from, so this is my input array, right? We need to find this starting location, right? I need to find this. Our ultimate goal is to find the index of the 0, right? And so I can return that. Since the array is sorted, we don't need to move. We don't need to check each and every element of the array. Okay. So what we are doing here, I am taking one index here, right? So I am taking two index. One is start index, another one is end index, right? So initially s was 0 and my end was 6, right? Since the array length is 6, 7. After that, what we check? Okay, so I see that this end is not greater than equals to start, right? So I am going to calculate the mid. So my mid was 6, end index value plus the start index value by 2. Okay, so it is 3. So okay, this is my mid. Now I am again checking. So my mid value means 0 greater than my start value, greater than equals to start value. It's not, right? 0 is not greater than start, right? In this case, I am going to update my end counter, right? So my end counter will be m. M means 3. So now I will look into this area, right? I am not going to bother this section, right? And if it is not satisfying this condition, for other example, so in that case we are going to update our start counter value, right? So start will be m plus 1. Okay, so that's how we are going to solve this problem. We try to solve this problem. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and if you still have any doubt, you can comment it in our video comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.